Welcome to Exam Sale. This script outlines the syllabus for the HPE Aruba Certified Network Security Expert written exam in a clear, exam-focused way. The exam covers 6 domains with exact weights: Zero Trust Security, ZTS Architecture 23%, Secure Connectivity 20%, Authentication Authorization and Accounting 19%, Security Governance and Strategy 15%, Threat Detection and Remediation 12%, and Security Analytics and Monitoring 11%. I will summarize what you must learn for each domain and highlight key topics and skills to prepare for the conceptual and hands-on assessments. Zero Trust Security. ZTS architecture is weighted at 23% and is classified as hard with an estimated 35 hours of study and conceptual plus scenario-based assessment. You will learn Aruba ESP Zero Trust Framework components, how Zero Trust principles apply across an edge-to-cloud architecture, and the differences between macro-segmentation and micro-segmentation. Expect to design multi-tier policy enforcement and evaluate requirements for SASE and SSE integration, including the role of the Policy Enforcement Firewall or PEF. Study cloud-native security and policy distribution so you can analyze how Aruba Central orchestrates zero trust policies and integrate PEF into distributed fabrics. Secure connectivity carries 20% of the exam, is hard, and requires around 30 hours of hands-on and conceptual learning. You will master wired and wireless hardening by configuring AOSCX management plane security, implementing M8sec, and deploying WPA3 Enterprise with CNSA suite encryption. The domain also covers advanced tunneling and VPN solutions where you design site-to-site VPNs with VIA and ICAV2, implement Aruba Gateway ISEC clusters, and configure user-based tunneling and high-availability concentrators. Troubleshooting GRE and ISEC tunnel establishment and securing wraps are important practical skills to demonstrate. Authentication, authorization, and accounting contributes 19%, is hard, and is assessed with scenario-based questions over about 28 hours of study. You will design clear pass policy logic and complex policy services, create role-based access control mappings, and integrate external identity stores such as Active Directory, LDAP, and SQL. The domain includes secure authentication technologies like OAuth2, SAML SSO, RADSEC for radius proxying, and TACX Plus for administrative controls. You will also build endpoint compliance and posture workflows with OnGuard, deploy persistent and dissolvable agents, and design remediation actions and health-based VLAN steering for IoT and mobile devices. Security governance and strategy is 15% of the exam, medium difficulty, and requires roughly 20 hours of conceptual and scenario-based study. You will manage PKI and certificate life cycles for infrastructure, implement automated enrollment with SEP and Eastern Standard Time, and design CA hierarchies and CRL or OCSP processes. The domain covers compliance and standards alignment where you map Aruba deployments to NIST and ISO, implement FIPS 142 on hardware, and develop audit and patching procedures for regulatory mandates. Expect to evaluate physical security, data privacy impacts, and secure private key storage practices such as HSM usage. Threat detection and remediation represents 12%, is medium difficulty, and needs around 18 hours of study with conceptual and scenario-based assessment. You will configure IDS-IP signature engines, analyze threat telemetry in Aruba Central, and implement automated isolation and quarantine workflows for infected hosts. The domain also addresses dynamic segmentation and IoT security where you implement dynamic segmentation for headless devices, use ClearPass device insight and AI-based profiling, and enforce traffic steering and colored port automation for rapid containment. Practice developing custom IPS signature overrides and responding to WIPs and rogue AP alerts. Security analytics and monitoring makes up 11%, is medium difficulty, and requires about 15 hours of scenario-based preparation. You will use Aruba Central Security Dashboard and Net Insight to gain operational visibility and perform performance analytics, and configure secure logging with syslog and SNMPv3. The domain includes SIM and external integrations where you export ClearPass events to Splunk or QRadar, implement API-based orchestration, and automate incident response through ClearPass extensions. You should be able to create custom alerts, analyze audit logs for forensics, and interpret app RF and client health scores for operational decisions. That concludes the syllabus overview for the HP Aruba Certified Network Security Expert written exam. Use the domain weights and topic focus to prioritize study time, practice configuration and troubleshooting scenarios, and review Aruba technical documentation for hands-on examples. Good luck with your preparation and exam success.